Based on reflexology, our whole body is represented in the feet. So I have here all of our reflexes that relate back to the rest of our body are within the feet. So when we do close up our toes in shoes or socks, that doesn't allow us that natural activation that happens when we walk barefoot or you know, how we're supposed to be walking in grass, walking on different textures. All of that actually does the natural reflexology just via walking. So in that way, we're not getting, you know, back up our body. We're not getting stimulation to the brain. And you know, it makes me wonder nowadays with so many people with anxiety like that, if part of it is because we cover our and we're not that information in our brain, and our brain's just sort of like needing something to busy us. So that's very important. Also, just for the anatomy of the foot, it's very important to have the toes be splayed so that we tripod, right? So our pressure goes on here, down here, and up here. So when our toes aren't splay and sort of be for us, our whole alignment is changed, our balance is changed, our flexibility. Certainly as we get older, the toes get more crunched in and we lose a lot of that balance. So some of the best things you could do for your feet are wearing the having the toes being able to grip the ground wherever they do, and also sure you're wearing shoes with enough toe box that it's not squishing and scrunching your toes. So yeah, it's super important. And like you said, most people ignore their feet. They're just down there. We shove them into socks, and we don't really think about how integral they are in our walking, our everyday, our movement, our alignment.
So from a reflexology point of view, our feet, or in our feet, we find kind of the map of our body, right? Like in different parts of our feet. And then there are certain things that they're obvious, and then we can see that the body is manifesting on the feet about something that is not working, and actually is not related to the feet, but a different part of the body. For example, bunions, or callus, or like extreme dryness, or things like that. Because I can say I hike a lot. I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. It was like 9 days hiking nonstop, very long days. The last day was 18 hours on my feet. I didn't get one blister, nothing, like absolutely nothing. And my feet came back beautifully. But I think it was also because I was eating properly, resting, and then taking care of my feet.
Communication that's going on between the body and the feet works both ways. So one of the things I do with every client that I see in person is at the end, I tell them what I find in their feet. And they're always interested in this because sometimes it's not just shoes, you know, wearing on your toe, or, you know, those things can happen because maybe that part of the back out of balance, and then the shoe begins to wear against it, and that creates more balance in the as well. So it kind of works both ways.